Well, meanwhile, there have also been protests in the Hungarian capital Budapest this Saturday. Some 6,000 people there taking to the streets to demand the government scrap the so-called slave law, in which employees can be asked to work over 400 hours of overtime a year, while their payments can be delayed by up to 3 years. Viktor Orban's government says the law is needed to tackle Hungary's labour shortage. Erina Ginki has more.
An effigy of Viktor Orban hangs over thousands of demonstrators in Budapest. Some 6,000 people brave the cold for a new protest against the Hungarian Prime Minister and his government's labor reforms on Saturday. Anger over the reforms has united Hungary's fractured opposition. Members of the far-right Jobbik party marched alongside members of liberal parties, green parties, and trade unionists, all of whom decry what they say is an increasingly authoritarian government.
There was no coordination with us. The law was just pushed through in such a way that even the opposition could not have its voice heard. We just saw it on TV. No doubt this government with their two-thirds majority can do what they want, but we have to say stop now, because people should not be treated like this in the working world.
Dubbed the slave law, the legislation permits employers to ask staff to work up to 400 hours per year of overtime and allows payment to be delayed up to 3 years. The turnout for Saturday's demonstration was significantly lower than the tens of thousands the opposition had hoped for. The largest protest gathered some 15,000 people in central Budapest last December 16th. The demonstrators had also demanded the government scrap a law critics say threatens the independence of judges. But much of the protesters' discontent transcends these new laws.
We disagree with almost everything that has been going on since this government rose to power in 2010. From corruption to the pseudo-democracy.
If the government does not hold negotiations on the labor reforms, some of the country's main unions say they could hold a national strike as early as January 19th.